All right, give me an unpopular opinion of yours.
It has to be within a regimen. Within TOS, an unpopular opinion. Obese models should not be a thing. I don't think that there's anything pretty about obesity. I think that it's disgusting.
Okay, but like if a lot of the population is wider set, then you would like to know what clothes would look like on a wider set model, though. That's the point.
Yeah, but shouldn't aim to try to get people to be wider set. Like people should strive to be skinny.
It's just more realistic. It's like oh, that looks cute on her. It's gonna look cute on me too.
The more realistic, like you realize the more realistic we make it, the more that it's gonna keep on happening.
Do you want to ban fast food?
I would ban fast food, yeah. Also, just to add to this, so people don't think I'm like some like fat person hater. Like I don't like people who are like very like way too skinny either. Like I think people need to be like healthy weights. Like that's how you operate the best as like a human being. Like you're not reaching your max potential being like that. I'm not saying you have to be shredded, but I'm just saying don't be like obese. Like you can be chubby. I don't care if you're chubby.
So what does have like other people operating at their maximum potential have to do with you?
Because I just feel like humans, it's like disgusting to like watch like somebody not reach their max potential because they just like
it's
don't
just
realize.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was the wrong answer. What about like people that do like drink a lot or something, or like smoke weed a lot?
I think that's disgusting too. I think it fits into like the same category. Like you're operating at like you're just nerfing yourself. Like if you're like an alcoholic, or if you like drink way too much or like smoke way too much, like you're just kind of like a fucking loser. Like I'm just gonna say it. Like dog, if you have to be not sober to be having a good time, you're probably a really boring fucking person.
What about people that just have genetic health issues and stuff?
With alcohol?
Yeah, there's something in your brain and / genetics that make you more addicted to alcohol. It's like it runs in the family kind of thing.
Don't, dude. Like a glass or something. Like I don't know. Like you don't need to sit there and chug like vodka because your bloodline wants you to drink alcohol.
That's how it is,
Also,
for some people.
No, it's not. No, that's like coping. Nobody just automatically spawns in craving vodka, dude. Like if you have a baby whose bloodline is to drink alcohol and you feed them nothing except water and like meat and vegetables from the time that they're born, they're not gonna randomly one day be like, I need fucking vodka. Like they're not gonna want it until like you supply it to them.
Well, I mean, like when was the first time when was the first time you did alcohol?
The first time that I drank alcohol was with Chris when I came and visited her the first time.
And then what if you have that genetic thing, and then now you just love alcohol?
I don't love alcohol. I barely, like, every now and then I'll drink like a glass of wine.
Congratulations. You don't have that. Some people are prone to alcoholism, epigenetics.
And well, my dad was an alcoholic, so like I should be that. Like I should be an epigenetic.
Well, you don't know if you got it or not, if you didn't test for it.
People in chat are so mad that I'm telling you that you shouldn't drink, smoke, and be obese. Like I'm gonna be so fucking dead to earth honest with you. If that statement offends you, like you need to like do something, dude. Like if I tell you you shouldn't drink all day, smoke all day, and be obese, and that statement offends you, like you need help, dog. And I'm not even saying like once again, like you can be chubby. I'm just saying like to be morbidly obese is like it's negative for everything. Like it's negative for you. Like I'm saving your life, dude.
It's not that easy for like other people though. That's what I'm saying. You can't just judge a book by its cover.
Yes, you can. It's not that hard to not eat too much food.
Everyone has different conditions.
Yeah, and their conditions are making it so little children in a different country are starving to death because they need to eat 17 Whopper Big Macs to be fulfilled because they weigh 450 pounds and they sweat like buckets a day.
What? What was that?
Like,
Wait, chat,
like,
do you
bro, like,
agree with him? 0 for no, 1 for yes. Do you agree with him? 0 for no, 1 for yes.
like, I just don't understand people who like get off on saying obesity's good. Like, it's just not good, dude.
Well, it's not healthy.
Once again, I don't care if you're like not like if you're chubby or something. Like, I don't like you don't have to be a health Nazi. You don't even have to go to the gym. Just like walk or something. Like, just don't be morbidly obese.
A lot of people are not agreeing with you.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm not gonna take the low-hanging fruit, but like this is a Twitch chat we're talking about, dude. Like, I'm not surprised that a lot of these people aren't agreeing with me. Like, the last time that half of them saw a gym, it was Planet Fitness, and they probably stepped into it for like 30 minutes and walked on the treadmill and said, I got a good workout in. No, you didn't, dude. You didn't even lift anything.
I mean, what's the solution to that?
It's very simple. Just go to the gym. Just eat like one healthier meal a day. Do 10 push-ups at home. Go on a walk. Like you can literally like, dude, nowadays it's easy. Like, you can get a treadmill and put it at your desk and play video games while walking on the treadmill. Like, it is so easy to not be morbidly obese at this day and age.
I think what you don't like is the toxic positivity.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's more so like that. Like, the people being obese themselves, like, I don't care. Like, I'm never gonna like see an obese person and like attack them like verbally and be like, I don't like you, like you're a horrible person. But
okay, so Caitlin's game says goes to the gym, proceeds to make fun of what workout people do at the gym. Like, how do you feel about the people that you're complaining about? Like, do you have a what's your reaction to seeing them at the gym?
once again, I just told you, once again to chat, like, if you're trying to make a difference, that's all I care about. I'm just telling you, you shouldn't be morbidly obese. Once again, I never like verbally harass people. I'm never like, oh my god, you're fat, I can't believe you. But like as long as you're like trying to make a change, I just hate how it's glorified. Like, there's nothing positive or pretty about obesity. I'm just gonna say it. There's nothing positive or pretty about it. Like, bro, like you have like you look weird. Like, you look like a whale. You look uncomfortable. Like, when I see you, I have to use both eyes. Like, if you can't even see your whole body, massive, bro. Like, get off. Like, how you, dude, I had to sit in an airplane one time, and there was a lady, and she sat in the middle, dog. Like, bro, I have naturally wide shoulders, and she just eats too much. Like, bro, get out of the seat,
Imagine what
dog.
it's like for her, though.
No, she should have to buy 2 fucking plane tickets. She should have to buy 2 plane tickets if she's taking 2 fucking
Maybe
seats.
she did.
No, she motherfucking didn't, dude. Because, dude, her arm won't.
Mishta,
Big body
guys,
ass
if you want
motherfuckers,
to
bro.
hear more of Mishta's takes, Elim says, next, no one cares. You're so boring, no personality.
Yeah, cry. Oh, fucking bozo. You're probably fat, you fucking loser.
Some people have thyroid issues.
Obituary says, an extra elimination. Some people have thyroid issues, health problems.
Thyroid
It's
is
not
enough. I've
all
seen
by
it.
choice.
Wait, can I get one more statement? Can I get one more statement before you kick me, please?
Oh, wait, your bounty's now
I
at
never do
10.
this.
It was at 25. Now it's at 10 because Tona says to bring him back.
No fucking way. Tona's my motherfucking boy. I love Tona. Me and Tona have crazy lore. That guy should get like fucking mod. No.
His
on
bounty is
top
at
of-
10 now.
Okay,
I
I
did ask
just
for
want
an
to finish
opinion.
one more statement. I want to finish one more statement, if I could. If you say something like, oh, this person has a thyroid issue, I guarantee there's somebody with a thyroid issue out there who's healthy. So you can't cope. You can't use the excuse. There's somebody out there that has a thyroid issue. They're probably missing an arm, and they're somewhat disabled in the head, and I guarantee they still are healthier than you. You can't use the excuses. There's somebody out there who has it worse than you, who probably looks better than you. You have no excuses.
Is it just like what they look like?
No,
That
it's not what they, dude. It's the concept. It's the concept of glorifying like L behavior. Like okay, just so everybody in chat knows that I'm not just picking on people. Like for instance, like people who are bodybuilders and not natural, I have the same opinion. Like people who are hurting their health just to like be bigger and like they're like shortening their lifespan and they're filling themselves with like bad drugs, like I have the same exact opinion. So I'm not like some gym bro who wants to look muscular and he like, dude, it's really not that hard to just be somewhat healthier.
Alrighty. Well,
And if you think that that's an L statement, you're probably a fatto. Like you're probably fat, dog. Probably fat, or you're probably Ozempic, or you probably sit there and blame something on some other fucking shit that has no fucking relevance
you
to the
are
fact
back with
America is the fattest
20
country in the world.
HP.
Everyone have thyroid
fuck
issues.
yes.
Yakaki says,
dude,
dude is right. Chat 2 oversensitive. America is a big boy country. Everyone has thyroid issues.
Tell him PLS go back to
Yeah, no,
4chan.
dude. And like I don't think that's what people like. Okay, so for instance, like you talked about like the alcoholism thing.
And then
like, if you're-
Obituary says, please tell him to go back to 4chan minus 10 HP.
Okay. Okay. Wait, I get to finish my one statement.
Well, you have 10
So-
HP.
Oh, I have 10 HP. W. Okay, so way that you talked about like alcoholism and like the way that like if people are born after an alcoholic thing, they're more likely to be alcoholics. If the country is obese and we're glorifying it and more people are obese, when these children are born, they're going to be born with health issues. We are literally going backwards as a civilization. You guys need to grow up. There's a bigger picture. It's not that hard to do 10 push-ups a day and go on a walk. And if that genuinely fears you, go on a walk in your room, dog. Yo. Like you could do that.
There are people
Just
though
burn
that do
calories.
that, but then you can't tell because they have other medical issues.
Well,
You
then
know?
do it more.
It's not
Dude,
that
dude, I weighed
difficult. It's hard.
Dude, it really is. I weighed 155 pounds a year and a half ago, and I weigh 215 now. It's not that hard to put on weight the way you want to and to like manipulate your body to be healthier. It's really not that hard. Take some vitamins, take some supplements.
My
eat some decent
manager
food,
says
go to the gym.
someone who excels in business, which is equally important, can easily claim a similar topic to you to show how far you are in life, which is tantamount to what you claim about health. I think that was an Elin?
What? Yeah, no, obviously you have to have
Oh, what
a
do you think of
balance like,
Ozempic? What do you think of Ozempic?
That's what I was saying. I have the same thoughts. Like you need to be healthy. I have the same thoughts about like bad bodybuilders. Like you need to be healthy.
So you don't like
I'm just-
shortcuts? That kind of thing?
People who, yeah, no, like people who take drugs that'll make it so like they're literally shortening their lifespan or like
Does it?
messing with like, huh?
Does it?
Yeah, dude. If you take, how many old steroid users do you see? Like none, bro. Like the chances of you taking a lot of steroids and making it long.
Ozempic is for diabetes.
No, I was saying that's my thoughts about steroids, but like Ozempic is like
Oh, wait.
it's all the same thing. I guarantee there's Ozempic people out there or anybody with any disability who is healthier than somebody who's claiming that they can't be healthy.
No
And I'm not
elimination?
And I'm not saying that fitness, just once again to like clarify to everybody in chat, I'm not
Wait,
saying
are you
fitness
adding life then?
I'm not saying like fitness takes you far and like fitness is gonna make you like a better human. I'm just saying you're gonna be a better version of yourself. I'm not saying being fit makes you better than the next person. Being fit makes you a better version of yourself. You don't have to compare. Like when I'm saying this, I don't think I'm better than an obese person. I think that because of the fact that I'm healthy and I'm fit, I'm a better version of the skinny ass version of myself. That's what you guys don't understand. I'm not saying a skinny person is better than a fat person or a muscular person is better than a skinny person. I'm just saying you could be a better version of yourself.
I'm checking if Limelight. Oh, okay. So you got revived. Okay. So your bounty was at 15. You got revived for 20 again by Limelight Music, my manager.
W manager. W manager. You surround yourself with good people, apparently. I mean, at any point, if anybody wants to come and debate me on this topic, I will absolutely gutter blast, dumpster stomp you into the fucking garbage of the abyss of the third dimension, dude. Like you will not be able to debate me on this because there's no reason that as a human you shouldn't strive to just be a better version of yourself. And it's not only physically. I'm just speaking physically because it's one of the only like things that I've really, really capitalized on in life.
Chat is furious with you.
Yeah, I know they are because like they're molding
Sadie
because
says
they don't
that
want to
she
take
will
initiative.
curb stomp you. Sadie, are you volunteering to debate against
What is a Sadie?
Mishka?
Where's Sadie? Who is that? Sadie, please. Please come debate me on why it's better for a fat person to remain fat than it is for them to just be a little bit healthier and eat healthier. Like, please come tell me how that's possibly a thing, dude.
What about people that are trying and hard?
Once
you
again,
can't
that's what
tell.
I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying is like, there's nothing wrong with the process, and there's nothing like I don't think that I'm than an obese person. But what I'm saying is somebody who is obese should be striving to be healthier. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Zero. Okay, so we heard more of Mishka's side. 0 if you don't agree with him. 1 if you do agree with him. Lots of people.
There's this like, if you disagree with that, it's probably just because it's easier to type a Twitch chat than it is to grow up and go be a little bit healthier. And to keep eating ramen noodles and hot dogs and not lifting, and then you're gonna be like, oh, I just can't gain weight.
More life.
Cry.
Okay, you got an extra. Charlie, come talk to Mishka. Charlie still doesn't agree. Charlie doesn't agree. Yes,
Charlie doesn't agree.
I love Charlie. Let's get Charlie on here. Let me see what she says. You know?
Charlie's actually really smart, so that'd be a good debate.
Uh-huh. Are you down, Charlie? And in the meantime...
Charlie, by the way, I will not be, like, toxic.
And he won't be toxic. He will not be toxic. She can't be on camera. That's okay, you could join with voice, Charlie. Okay, yeah, she's gonna...
I'll try not, like...
She's gonna...
Tell me if I'm mansplaining and overspeaking too much, because I am passionate about the subject. So, like, if I overspeak my stage, just be like, Mishta, shut up. No,
what's the background for this? Why are you passionate about this particular subject?
I feel like it's, like, one of the only things that I've done well enough in that I can, like, start to try to, like, advise other people to, like, do better. Like I'm not going to admit, like, I'm not, like, a rich guy, so I'm not going to give people financial advice. I'm not, like, some, like, mentally zen guy, so I'm not going to give people, like, crazy mental advice. Like, fitness and physical is one of the only realms where, like, I've done pretty proficient, so.
All right. Are there any other topics you're passionate about like this?
No. I don't think so, to be honest.
All right, let me see. Okay, Charlie is here. Hello, Charlie. W Charlie. Enemy Charlie is in here.
Hi.
Hello, Charlie.
Okay,
so
hi.
let's see. Wait, what is your argument again?
You've heard my side.
Mishta, can you
My
summarize
side
your
is that-
argument?
Okay, I'll summarize my side. I don't think that a fit person is better than a skinny or a fat person. I simply think that we should not glorify unhealthy lifestyles because of the fact that it just simply leads to a worse average.
And then, do you guys agree to keep it civil and we're only trying to not convince each other that their point of view is right, but just to learn from each other?
Yeah. No, I like Mishta.
Yes. Perfect.
We're polite to each other.
All right.
Okay, so my perspective on this is that I feel like you're kind of oversimplifying obesity, especially in the US, because there's like a variety of factors that play into the high rate of obesity in the US, which is primarily
Charlie
poverty.
likes books.
Okay.
There are places in the U.S. that are very, very poor, that are what are called food deserts. So grocery stores, like, will not build stores within those areas. So what these people have access to food-wise, that is like within a certain range, a reasonable range, will be fast food and gas station food, which is why there's such a high correlation between poverty and obesity. In addition, the US was designed around cars. In many other places in the world, especially Europe, everywhere is extremely walkable. So people are getting exercise. Whereas here in the US, that is not so much the case, where many people are, for their work, sitting down for ages and ages and ages. Also, again, there are actively like, also, our food is like extremely low quality. And healthy food is significantly more expensive than shitty food that is just packed, full of like sugar and crap. Also, health-wise, health insurance is very expensive. It's getting better, but there are, people with pre-existing conditions that might incline them towards obesity who are not able to see the doctor regularly and get advice on what they need to be doing to help themselves. Do I think that this is the case for every single obese person? No, of course not. I think that there are people who just aren't motivated in some capacity. But I do think it is disingenuous to act like it is a personal choice. Also, if you are someone who is, broke as fuck, you have kids, you're working like 2 jobs, between all of your responsibilities, when do you reasonably have the time to exercise? Again, this is why obesity is, more likely to be obese. And it's not just because poor people are stupid and bad. It's because they're poor. Does that make any sense?
The only thing that I would very, very slightly agree on is there is a very rare amount of people out there who have health problems that make it to the point to where it's very hard for them to lift or to do any sort of physical activity that makes them fit.
Mm-hmm.
My rebuttal to that specifically would be, I'm sure that there's most likely somebody out there in a situation physically worse than them who is healthier than them. So if that person can achieve it, why can't that person achieve it?
Again, I think that comes down to their individual life circumstances. Like, are we talking about like a diabetic that is on disability, gets like $800 a month? Or are we talking about someone that is being raised in a family that gives them like top of the line medical care, and can help like them be taken care of? So yes, I know what you mean. There are absolutely disabled people who are able to achieve extraordinary things, people who might otherwise be predisposed to being overweight. But it isn't, it's more complex, I think.
I would disagree because I think that you're really playing the part on poverty being something that is making it so people cannot be healthy and which forces them into obesity. I think that the bare most minimum, poverty might
This
force people
conversation's
to
making me
eat
hungry.
unhealthy foods, but you can definitely still remain at a healthy weight and a healthy size. Eggs are really cheap. The eggs are extremely cheap. You can get 12 eggs, depending on where you live. I mean, back when I lived in Ohio, it was like $1.30 for 12 eggs. I moved down to Florida, it's like $2.50 for 12 eggs. Or I don't even think it's that expensive. That's just like depending on the brand you get. Rice, extremely good for you, extremely cheap. There's definitely alternatives out there. If you choose, eggs are one of the best superfoods on the planet. It's one of the cheapest foods on the planet. Eggs are, well, not on the planet, but eggs are extremely cheap. That's all I'm trying to say there. I think that playing the part that being the fact that somebody, the one thing that I think you did express really well is the poverty areas having less grocery stores and less accessibility.
Yeah,
I would say that might be the only
Sprouts.
rare scenario where if you literally cannot purchase those things, but if you tried hard enough, there would be workarounds. You could have animals, but then that would lead into like how much time in a day do you really have to take care of that? So I completely understand that.
Do you know
I mean,
animals are expensive? you do know this, right? That have you owned like farm animals? I've owned chickens before. It's rather expensive to purchase them and take care of
Rather
them.
expensive, yeah.
Yeah, I was more so leaning toward the garden. The animals were more so like an addition. But I think that seeds are cheaper than vegetables, aren't
Right, but not everyone has like a house where they can grow vegetables. Or a backyard where they can grow, especially if they're living
I
in
think you
rural
could
areas.
not only that, but I don't know if you're familiar, there's micro like things you can grow indoors. Like I forget the term exactly. I think it's micro herbs. And micro herbs are actually much more healthy than normal herbs, and you can grow them indoors based on sunshine. Then you can regulate the humidity. There's definitely workarounds to the laziness if you're
Chat, who said
incentivized
are you
enough.
on?
The only point that I will give
04
you is
Charlie,
it's definitely
14
more
Mishta.
difficult for some people to achieve what some people have easier, but with the right amount of initiative, you can absolutely achieve being healthy.
Okay, so if it's that easy, why are so many people fat? Like, because, you know, like people
Because
are
it's easier.
really...
It's easier to be fat. Just because one thing is easy doesn't mean another thing is easier.
Well, yeah, but people are really mean to you when you're fat, and you feel like shit. Like, do you
walk?
You know, do you think that that's like a...
Or run.
Right, but again, it's not that easy.
It's not.
And
if
obesity is like an epidemic, do you just think that like the majority of Americans are just like pieces of shit with no motivation, or do you think that there might be something a bit more going on here if this is like a mass societal issue that we're facing? Like,
let them
like,
eat bread.
is like everyone just like really
bread?
bad
Let
except for like you, maybe?
Except to me, no. There's people out there that are 10 times healthier than me. What? There's people out there that are 100 times healthier than me.
I mean, you're talking about a huge portion of the population as if
a huge portion of the population that's taking the easy route out. It's very easy to go to McDonald's and grab a Big Mac because you don't want to go home and make eggs and rice. Why? Because the Big Mac tastes better. It's probably, I mean, it's definitely more time efficient.
Chat,
you know, you might have to spend 10 more minutes making the eggs and rice, and it's not going to taste as good. It's probably going to taste like shit, but you know what? One's going to supplement you to move forward in health, and one's going to supplement you because it was easier, and it was just more time efficient. If you take the easy, time efficient routes, and then you blame, oh, I just can't do this, I feel like that's an extremely lazy way to look at it. For instance, if me and you were both donated a fat person, obese person, I won't say fat because it's a derogatory term. Say that we're both donated an obese person, and they're both bullied, okay? To cure my obese person's bullied, I would tell them to walk up a hill every day for an hour. And then I would feed them rice and eggs. How would you cure somebody bullying your obese person?
Bullying them?
Mm-hmm. Because you're saying a big portion of it is like...
Why do we own obese people in this scenario? Wait, what?
No, we were donated. We don't own them. We were donated.
Okay, so we're giving
like an orphanage.
I mean, like, I would have the resources I've you know, healthy food is very accessible in my area. I would have the resources to prepare them healthy food, and I live in a very walkable area. They would lose weight just by living where I live, which is again in a city with affordable food. But
why would you do that if being obese is fine?
I don't think
anyone
treats
let them be obese.
It's fine.
I think that you're justifying obesity to a certain extent, are you not?
No, I'm explaining why a huge portion of the American population is overweight.
I think you're justifying that. You're trying to make justifications as to why that's okay.
I am explaining why.
Okay, when you're explaining it, are you justifying the fact that it's more okay than what I'm saying? I'm saying it's not okay. You're saying it. You're trying to justify it.
I mean, just, you know, the way that you speak about fat people is kind of the general opinion people have towards fat people.
How do I speak about fat people?
Well, just like they're lazy and it's their fault. I have a lot of family in medicine, and this is also how they speak about, like, fat people. Like, this is a very significant... Like, people do not like fat people. They're very mean about people being fat.
I already said that I don't mind fat people. I have never been mean to a fat person just because they're fat. Like I have never walked up to a person in real life and shamed them for being fat. Ever.
Right. But the way you're speaking now, dude, is like not...
Limelight Music says, Mishta, it could also be considered lazy that you're not excelling in business.
It could, 100%. I'll agree. I have no, like, I don't need to copium. I'll agree. I could try harder at work. I could call more people. I could try to dedicate myself more, 100%.
You could also read more because I mean,
I could read more.
think
You're
that the
right. I could
state
be
of
smarter.
education in this country is, to me, far more concerning than the state of obesity.
See,
Many people are very, very uneducated and make
the
very
difference
silly
between me and
decisions.
you is I'm not going to make copium justifications to that. I should read more.
Reading
I should be
glasses.
smarter, but I'm just ignorant on that, and I'm not going to do it. The difference between me and you is I'll acknowledge it, and I'll say it is bad for me to not read. Will you say it's bad for somebody to be fat?
I mean, yes, it's a health issue. It's not good.
Okay, obesity is bad.
Right, but I'm talking about solutions. You can't just like because
My argument is that
obesity is a multifaceted issue. The solution can't just be, well, why don't you just be better, you big fat
I never spoke.
idiot
I
bitch?
never
Like,
spoke
like,
about.
it has to
I
be
never
like,
spoke about solutions. All I said is that it's better for a fat person to be more healthy. That's the only thing I said. I never said that a fit person is better than a fat person. I never said that a fit person is better than a skinnier person. I simply said an extremely obese person or an extremely skinny person could take more initiative on their health to be healthier. That's all I said.
okay. And I'm
Also, you keep
explaining
doing
to
this
you
thing, Charlie, where you pick the minority. Like, this is all generally speaking. Like, what he's talking is, generally speaking, this applies to majority of people. You keep saying, yeah, but there's so many different factors that could lead to them to being unhealthy and overweight. Like, that could apply to literally everything in the world. And if anyone argues like that ever, then they'll never lose an argument. That's so stupid. There's exceptions for everything.
You mean I'm explaining to you why there are so many obese people in the US. It's a health issue.
I don't think that the majority of obese
Significant
people
health
mentally.
issue.
Yeah, but okay.
It's a
Sorry.
significant health issue. It's like, I don't know, addressing the rates of lung cancer. You
But
know,
why did it become a health issue? Because it's like a mental issue at first, right?
I would say it starts out more as probably a health issue because, again, I think that when you live in a country that has very few walkable cities, and especially if you're someone
Would you
that
walk
doesn't
up the
live in,
stairs or not eat bad? But by the way, I was formerly very fat, 300 plus pounds. So,
okay,
and my life sucked bad.
yeah, and
so-
where people were kind of mean to you about you being fat because I heard them
Well,
be
anything.
mean to you.
mean to me about
being
everything.
Fat. Yeah.
Also, Charlie, just to clarify, I don't think I'm pretty sure that if I come on this show and that if a fat person comes on this show, 9 out of 10 chatters are going to be more mean to me based on my body physique than a fat person. I don't think I see that many people in chat going, oh my god, this is a fucking fat person. I hate this fucking fat person. But every single time I come on the show, this guy's a fucking
Okay.
roidhead and the only thing he has is his physique. It's like every single
Oh,
time.
I do actually. I
Limelight.
have a.
My manager says it's great to motivate people to be more healthy and eat better, but you seem to have a disgust and disdain for these people, which is wrong.
I don't have a disgust and disdain for obese people. I have a disgust and disdain for their mentality to stay obese.
But I mean,
I have already said this in
them. Like they're.
Well, yeah, that's the discussion.
And you
usually.
were talking about how upset you were sitting next to a fat woman. Like you were freaking out about it.
Yeah, because she was taking my fucking seat on.
Okay. Well, have you tried
I
being
paid for the
skinny?
seat.
Maybe you're too big.
Being
for the seat.
skinny,
You're
bro.
a big
She
guy,
took
aren't
half
you?
my seat. I had this much. Charlie, how many people are this wide? Do you know people in real life that are this wide?
Charlie actually has a good point. Like your biceps are a little too big, so
Yeah.
take up a lot of room there, pal.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's no way
Like,
that
I
I'm
would,
being
I would be
gassed
unhappy
that I'm
sitting
the
next
problem.
to you, like on a plane, because
No,
I've
you
sat
wouldn't,
next
dude.
to
I
like
would be
tall
the
buff dudes,
coolest
and
person.
they do take up a lot of space on planes.
Dude,
Like,
yeah,
their
but
legs,
yeah, but I
and, like,
do
their
the shoulder.
arms,
Yeah, but then you
like,
get
they
to
just kind of like
I can do the
spread,
shoulder roll.
like,
You see this? I
it's
can
kind of
shoulder
annoying.
roll.
Yeah, but then they're like, if they're tall and buff, they're most likely very attractive, and now you get to like touch them. You know, it's a bit different. I feel
well,
like.
Yeah, you can just touch them on the
doesn't-
height,
Like if
Charlie.
you got to touch my boy Misha all for hours on a plane, like I
would
feel like you
not
would like
be
that.
pleased.
You wouldn't like that?
What?
No,
the
I don't
fuck?
like to. I don't like people invading my personal space.
You know what I think this is
I
all
don't
about?
care who they are.
I
What do you
think
think
Charlie
it's all
and
about?
Mishta look pretty similar.
I was
you know,
thinking
I think,
that too.
I think Charlie
Yeah, we
is
do.
jealous that she cannot get to Misha's level, and that's what she's always. dreamed
I
of
could if
like.
I just like went back on testosterone. I mean, I would always be like,
so now
way
you're
smaller
accusing
than
me
you.
of drug
Ooh.
usage. Are you accusing me of drug usage? Or are you saying I take testosterone?
No, you have more testosterone in your
No, I
body than
don't.
I do currently.
No, I don't. That's
Oh.
coping. You're coping.
When did-
I have no
When
testosterone.
did you... No, none?
No, he doesn't take tests.
No, no, he... What?
Can you not woman-splain on men's issues? I don't think you know anything
What?
about testosterone, actually, Charlie.
Can I add something else, please? Real quick. Sorry to interrupt. I'd like to add that I do believe it's acceptable to, be a bit unhealthy if you're pursuing if you're pursuing and succeeding in a number of other areas, or if you've already done a lot. So, like, if you're not the most healthy, but you're exceeding in a number of other areas in life, then I mean, I don't think that's a big deal.
Yeah, no, and all of that.
The
leads
majority of
back
people-
into the-
Sorry to interrupt again,
That's fine.
but that does not apply to majority of people. Typically, if you are unhealthy, it's due to a poor mindset, and that typically applies to the majority, not
I mean, I
just
think
generally
that
speaking.
maybe applies to you two, but you're not everyone, you know?
No, I'm not speaking of myself. I'm speaking
Yeah,
of
you are
everyone
so
else.
right. I am not everyone.
Okay. But again, I feel like if it was a mindset change, there would be a lot less fat people.
I don't. I think that your mindset's harder to change than just about anything else.
All right, chat.
All right.
I mean, obviously, then like underlying health issues, you can't just change them. But I think like your mindset changes every other thing in life. Like your mindset is the thing you have to
Yay.
conquer to achieve the other things.
To be Malik with the burritos. Mmm, Cheetorito. Thank you.
All right, I'll leave you to it. I'll be listening. Excuse me.
Perfect. Chat.
I think we've come at an impasse. I do not believe we can. I think we
Come at
just
an
have to agree to
impasse.
disagree.
I want to find like. I hate to pull the I want to find the middle ground, but like there has to be some sort of middle ground between us where we agree, because like you're not that far from my take, but you're still trying to justify the obesity. So like we have to.
Wait, Mish, I have a
it's
question.
just an
What do you think of
understanding.
people with
Yo.
like depression? What should they do?
I think depression's like a lot. And once again, I just said it a second ago. I think your mentality is one of the hardest things to conquer, and I think like depression is like a direct attack on your mentality. Like you can't just at that point. It's not like just thinking better. Like depression is very deep, and I feel like you have to address that seriously. And you can hear it. I do believe that you can get out of a depressive state. And especially if you start applying other things to your life, like if you become, better financially and physically and healthily, you most likely will become less depressed if you do those things.
And Charlie,
I think that-
thoughts?
On mental health issues.
On
and
what he
their
said.
Impact on weight.
No, separately.
Separately on what he said that exercising can help that. Yes, exercise does indeed help with someone's mood, but again, when you're depressed and also busy, like very, very busy, and especially I think that
A majority of depressed people are not busy. They're very.
okay, well, people have like jobs and children, Mishta, who like can't just like stop
People work. I
existing.
actually didn't know that.
All right. Well, like most people just can't like stop working or like stop being like a parent just because
So
they're
you-
sad.
Their 8-hour shift is causing them, like, you can find happiness within life. Like, for instance, somebody who has to go to work, you can look at this like, oh
There
my
are people
god,
who
like
work much longer than 8 hours. I'm
Okay,
sure many
okay,
people in
12-hour,
chat
15-hour
can
shifts.
attest to the fact that
Either-
they
either
work
way.
much more than 40 hours a week.
Either way, it's a mentality switch. I have to go to work. I get to go to work today. You woke up today and you
Chat.
get to go to work.
Should
You
I
woke up
host
today and
a
you're lucky
debate
that
show?
you're alive for another day, and you get to
Royale.
spend
0
time
for
with
no,
the
1 for
people
yes.
that you love, or you get to interact with the people, or you there's something positive, and if you try to find that, you will find it. And if you try to find the negative, you will find it. It's all based on what you want to find. I'm not saying it's like extremely easy. Like there's definitely definitives that make it harder for, you know, certain people to be happier. But
Next
if you try
Kyootbot
hard enough
debate
to find
royale?
happiness, you will find it.
I think you are under playing how much life can suck for a lot of people.
I think
it, you know, when you are worrying about bills constantly and have a lot hanging on your head, like it's
I'm actually the
there are many
perfect
people
host
who-
for debate. I'm a blank slate.
it's almost insulting. You know what I mean? To just be like, oh, just stop, just stop feeling sad.
I didn't
just change your mindset.
Stop feeling
like,
sad. I said to simply try to find the positives in life. You
Okay.
can wake up and you can go, all I have to do today is pay bills and go to work and watch
Chester.
wait, I get to spend time with my kids today. I get to go to work. Wow, that tree, I didn't notice the flower that was on that tree yesterday. That's a really beautiful flower.
I don't think he's ever.
Like there's little things in life that can make you happier, and if you're
Mishta,
trying to say that it's impossible
have you
for somebody
ever
to find
had?
Mishta, when does the
Depression.
pursuit of a great physique
I've
turn
been
into
very
body
sad at a
dysmorphia
point in my
and the
life,
vain
yes.
pursuit?
it would be self-diagnosed depression if I did it, so I'm not going to do that. But I have been
Mishta,
very sad at a
Limelight says, Mishta, when does the pursuit of a great physique turn into body dysmorphia and a vain pursuit?
I already have body dysmorphia.
we know.
Maybe you should walk.
I don't hide it.
No offense,
But I
Mishka,
still
like this
know I'm healthy.
preoccupation, I do feel like is a reflection of body dysmorphia.
What is a reflection?
Your preoccupation with weight and physique. I don't know if it's very
I'm not fat. Why would that? If anything, I would hate people who looked like me.
right, but you're kind
hated
the passion with which you discuss
Is this
issue.
therapy
It
now,
just
chat?
seems like it's
The passion that I wish humans were
just
healthier.
too much.
Sorry. You know what? Honestly, dude, like I'm succumbing to the dark side. Fuck it, like, dude, eat until you're 400 fucking pounds. Like I don't fucking care. Like die early, bro. Like no, you know what? Yo, chat. Let's be good people today. I hope all of you go
Charlie,
and get
you're
quarter
winning.
pounders, and I hope you guys never work out again in your life because like working out can be really difficult, and I get that. Like I don't want to
chat,
make you go to the
is Mishta's new take a W or an L?
guys. I'm being woke. I'm gonna be woke. I understand that, you know, a quarter pounder. It's more delightful than chicken and rice. Don't eat chicken and rice. Like who cares if it's healthy, dude? Live till
Minus
50, live a good
10
life, bro.
HP.
Like fuck yeah,
Pursuit
dude.
of
Like holy
heavy.
shit, dude. Are we not on the same page now? Fat people are sick.
Mishta, if like all
All
the
right.
doctors in our country decided to take the view that you do towards obesity, we'd have even more fat people. I'm not gonna lie. We'd have even more. Like if this is how we approach obesity, we're just gonna have more fat people. In the sense that if it's just like it's a mindset, you're just not good enough. You're not doing good enough. You're just not trying hard enough. What you're going to have is we're going to have a ton of fat, unhealthy people because we are not resolving the key issues here, which are food quality shit, American cities not
That's true.
walkable.
I think
And
that
Americans
your
are
main
stressed.
problem.
Inflation is insane right now. Groceries cost like 4 times more than they did 3 years ago, dude. This shit sucks.
I think that your main problem is that you started with doctors. I don't think that obesity starts with doctors. I think that if I was going to cure obesity, being the fact that you're talking about me and how I would cure it, the first thing I would do is I would stop supporting fast food. It's really not that hard to not get McDonald's. And you know what? If enough people in a poverty area stopped getting McDonald's and stopped getting those fast foods, they're not to just let them starve to death. They're putting healthy food because they see that people want an initiative to change. With no initiative, you know what's going to do? The world's going to stay the same. We're going to keep on eating
they should
McDonald's in low
starve
poverty areas.
until what? They should
No, they should no.
starve
They should.
until
I'm
it,
saying if enough people stopped supporting it and started driving out, or even if people from outside, I'm not saying it's their fault. if people from outside started supporting them and giving them
What if
healthier
you
food.
like organize, organize an effort to get, grocery stores with healthy food options built in impoverished areas? You seem really passionate about
Aw.
this issue.
Chat,
Limelight,
chat, I have good groceries. Chat,
says-
I have good groceries. I don't
Limelight
need to.
says, Mishta, keep the great spirit about eating well and being healthy. Lose the judgment. That's a great point.
Yeah.
And then the people
How is
says,
there, okay,
L segment, move on. I like the segment.
Move
I like
on.
I am
anything
so
different.
confused how I have judgment if I've stated multiple times that a not better than fat person, and that the only thing I want is that a fat person can be a better version of themselves. That's a judgment-free statement. It's judgment-free. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm not saying skinny's better than fat, or fat's better than skinny, or muscly's better than this.
So I'm not fat, but I'm hearing a lot of judgment.
What the fuck does that?
Like if I were.
Why'd you have to say that you weren't fat before that? What does that
Chat,
add
if
to
you
the
want to
statement?
Well, I
continue
want to-
these segments,
because you keep everyone who disagrees with
his
you, you
bounty
keep calling
is
me
at
fat.
15.
So I'd like to clarify, as someone who is,
Yeah,
not
they're
fat.
probably not actually fat, Charlie. Believe it or not, I can't see their weight when they chat.
Okay, well, I'm just.
It's just like
responding to
it's just like
things
a
that
goofy
you
thing,
say.
like
I
like
love
when
it
you
when
call
you're just
somebody
sassy,
like,
though.
"Oh, you look fat." Like, I'm sorry, I guess that was too far. You look skinny.
My grandma always body shames
I
me
bet
for
you're
looking too
skinny. I bet you're a
skinny.
skinny bitch. I bet you're a roid head who's mad that I'm speaking about health issues. Is that better?
Right, but you're focusing on fat people right now. You're not
Yeah,
focusing
that
on the
conversation's
underweight.
about obesity. Isn't the conversation about obesity? I mean, do you want like?
All right, it
address
doesn't look like there's revivals
There's no
coming in to
progress will be
continue
made.
this segment. Well, I mean, maybe, Mishta, did Charlie change your mind at least a little bit?
Did Charlie change my mind?
At least a little bit. Are you more sympathetic toward other people's circumstances yet?
I have already said I eat till your mouth can't eat any. Dude, McDonald's is good. Dude, bulk, bro. Don't stop
not a
bulking.
good Oh my god.
Bro, Charlie, listen. Charlie, dude, if no, you're actually onto something. These people start bulking at an insane rate, they'll have the craziest cuts and glow ups of all time. So chat, if you're offended, keep bulking, bro.
We need, you know what we need? We need like drive-throughs that are actually good for you and tasty.
Bro, keep bulking, and then when World War III comes, you guys are going to be able to cut down, and you're going to be
What's
fucking
a healthy fast
monsters.
food place? Like a Tender Greens, but for to go and not super expensive.
I think Chipotle is considered. It's not like healthy, but
I
it's
don't
not
know,
like
it's not that healthy. You can make it
gonna
really unhealthy.
kill you maybe at the same
Dude,
rate.
Crazy
Always
take.
like
Make your
McDonald's.
own fucking food.
Right,
Well,
but
Also, wait.
food deserts, the time when you have
these
tons of
food
children.
deserts. No. I just thought about something because I have a really big brain and I'm really smart. Do these food deserts? Do they not have UPS trucks? Do they packages? Because
Do you
if
think that
if they get delivered
people
packages,
live
I'm
in
gonna sprint through the
like
wall.
areas that are
If-
so
if
poor
you
that
can- if
they
you can get-
cannot like that they won't even build. You think those people have the money to like
If
UPS
you-
themselves
grocery
food?
shopping,
What?
you have to go and then it takes so much time and then you have to cook it and that
If
takes so much
you-
time and then you have to clean up afterwards.
If this whole entire
Okay.
time my answer to this
Chat.
argument was
Okay.
that you could just
If you
UPS
guys
food.
Want
Oh my god, I'm gonna freak
to
out.
revive him.
I'm such a genius. You could just UPS it. You could just fucking
That's
UPS the
not-
food, bro. Charlie, bro, there's no such thing as a poverty area, bro. I fucking. Holy shit. Wait, maybe Charlie, should I run for president?
Yes.
15 is
Okay.
Mishta's bounty.
You can be my vice president. I think we would have great synergy in office.
Yeah, I think that would be a blast. All right, thank you, Misha. I suppose that
Bye.
Yes.
I will be bouncing as well.
Here, let's bring Mishta back. He has so many takes. I love it. I love people
Alright.
with takes. That's why I love Charlie too. Opposite take.
Bye, Charlie.
Still love her.
Bye, Misha.
Everyone
Bye,
with
Kiana.
takes. W Charlie. You can't even do like a
Bye.
little camera reveal to show how hot you are.
I'm like died. I look like dog shit. I'm so hungover. It's bad.
Aw, I bet that's still beautiful. All right. Well,
No, I look
thank
gross.
you, Mishta and Charlie. It looks like no one is reviving you guys. Thank you for hopping on at a short notice, both of you.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
You guys have been dismissed. School has been dismissed.
Bye, bye, bye.